Hello everyone, and welcome to this beautiful afternoon in 2025 here, and welcome to this update for Montezooma's Revenge Construction and Refurbishment. Montezooma's Revenge Construction and Refurbishment update number 15, episode number 15. Here we are, guys, and the winds of change howl through the air. Actually, no, that's the cars going across Beach Boulevard, but things are looking up, guys, and let me update you on some of the progress here and whatever else we can determine as coaster detectives to figure out what's going on with Montezooma's Revenge here in episode 15 of this construction and refurbishment update. So hang tight, remain seated, enjoy the ride. Yes, everyone, and here we are in the park, and the first thing I notice is it looks like they've changed the color of this tarp. And we will get a closer look and see, as the wind blows, what's going on. Nice day and night here at Camp Snoopy. It is a nice afternoon here at Camp Snoopy, here within Knott's Berry Farm at the beautiful Buena Park, California. And just under the double Cobra roll of Silver Bullet here. Yes, guys, and your eyes don't deceive you. This is progress. It is so beautiful to see progress here on Montezooma's Revenge, as it will become Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress. Camp Snoopy as a whole has been really alive and vibrant since they got Sally's Swing Along open, and since they've been able to kind of, like, I don't want to say modernize this land because I like everything classic about it, but since they've been able to essentially keep Camp Snoopy classic while modernizing it enough to make the newer Peanuts fans happy, it's been a win-win here. And again, just gorgeous coaster in motion here. That synergy, just fantastic. So we will get to the bottom of what's going on here on this update, and we will see you on the other side of Montezooma's Revenge. Yes, and here we are just to the right of Sutter's and close. Yes, and here we are just to the right of Sutter's and to the right front of the Parkway Wagon Camp. And yeah, just kind of soaking in the vibes here of this classic Schwartzkof attraction. And Ghost Rider just went by, and I think it's time we look for some gold. Go through the mine and see if we can find any clues on the future of Montezooma's Revenge. Obviously, there'll be no clues in here absolutely at all, but let's just go on Ghost Rider, enjoy the ride, and then we'll continue this Montezooma's Revenge update. Ooh, getting a little scary in here, guys. I forgot it's a year-round scare zone. Sadly, the light's been off in here in a while, so you can't see some of the minor theming that used to be in there. The horse hoofs here. Whoa, Jenny just came out of nowhere. Yeah, I forgot there is still scare actors here. Look, turn at me. It's Frankenstein. Okay. I didn't want to make the camera all shaky. I don't want anybody watching this at home to vomit. So here we are in the classic Pan for Gold, and I can't wait to come back and try this one of these days, now that I've renewed my pass / gotten a upgrade, if you will, and gotten the All Parks passport. Here we are, back at the happiest place in the West. Knott's Berry Farm. And with the sound of how fast they are getting trains to go, it's looking pretty promising here to get a nice quick ride on Ghost Rider. This classic CCI Woody, obviously built in 1997, opened in 1998. And I was one of those lucky to ride it that first summer. So let's hop on a ride for nostalgia's sake here and go on Ghost Rider. Here, looking into the rose-colored stained glass windows of Ghost Rider. Actually, they're not rose-colored stained glass. They're just slightly foggy and stained. But also, what a gorgeous, gorgeous sunset here through the Ghost Rider glass. And even though it's not quite 33 feet tall, warning danger, here is an open mine shaft, 133 feet. Obviously, for dramatic effect, it's not quite that far down, but it's still pretty cool. And a little theming I don't think I've ever taken the time to notice all the time I've waited in line here, at least especially this little sign. Hey guys, and continuing this update here, like I said, it looks like the only thing going on different with Montezooma's Revenge, I think the intense winds and everything been going on lately with all the weather and, you know, things we have, the disturbances in the force, if you will, lately. I think they had to change out the tarp. So I did originally think that was a different tarp, and perhaps from some of the recent, but after looking at it closely, no, it's a brand new tarp, guys. And this specific tarp is kind of a greenish tint, and you can still see through it, see through the mesh, and you're able to actually see more of those scaffolding, kind of look like pressure washing, kind of painting type supports. You know, they wouldn't be doing anything super heavy duty with those. They'd be using the cranes and the J, I think they're JJG cranes, or they'd be using the, you know, those things. Among the other things they have there, I think it's a JGL or something. But anyway, so. But I'm going to see what else is going on around the Beagle Bonanza and Sidewinder, and then of course over every other little angle I could think of. So make some noise, not for Ghost Rider. We are almost ready to get our ride on Ghost Rider, but make some noise for Montezooma's Revenge. Relaunching, resuming here in 2025. My prediction, it's going to be fall 2025. But again, I am so happy to say that there's light here in the tunnel, and there's light here at the end of the line. Is going to be a new beginning here. Montezuma will be Frankenstein. Part Schwartzkof, who knows, part Intamin, part Zamperla, part Premier, part Mach. Part Gerstlauer. At this point, that'd be my first choice. Would be Gerstlauer. That's about it. Gerstlauer, Intamin. But they know they're launch coasters. So anyway, guys, we'll catch you after this ride. Yeah, make some noise because we're about to go on one of the best, if not the best, wooden coaster in California. Wow, guys, just got off that row on Ghost Rider, front row. Actually, second row, and let me tell you, I got better air in that second row than I did my last time in the back row. Holy cow, was there a lot of floater and ejector air time on not only the first drop, but in spots that you usually don't get air, like going up into the turnaround for the mid-course. And the last drop, it has so much air, had more air than usual, so wow, guys. That ride almost knocked our socks off. That was fantastic. So, we'll go continue what's going on with Montezooma's Revenge now that we've had a little Ghost Rider's Revenge here. Man, what a wicked ride, guys. Until we can get our launch coaster going again. This is, you know, this is holding me over here. This an accelerator, hang time, silver, silver bullet, Sierra Sidewinder, also known in other times as Snoopy shits, but let's see what's launching, pun intended, over here at Montezooma, the Forbidden Fortress. And here we are getting to the bottom of this Montezooma update, as if we're in a Scooby-Doo episode. But yeah, the tarp is green now as the horses go by, and that's definitely a horse of a different color, as the expression goes. Wow. And it looks like the stagecoach is running till 6 o'clock on weekdays. That is fantastic. As you hear Jaguar, the big cat of coasters roar by, and Sierra Sidewinder going up its lift. Here, guys, yes, like I said, I have a feeling from what I've been hearing, it's still resuming in 2025, and they're looking into the fall. So be prepared to see some more work happening any day now, as this greenish tarp change of color is a fantastic sign. And now you can actually see, not imagining this, they changed that tarp color, and that is so awesome. All right, so I'll come back here possibly with some better lighting and obviously document this again, but I wanted to show you guys what we had with what we have while we're here to show it. And there's those cranes I was telling you about. They're going to use these guys. These bad boys are going to get utilized when they start working on that track. Wonderful to see the clock back, refurbished and looking good as new. That is a sight for happy eyes, as I like to say. And Sierra Sidewinder gets a standing ovation, so that must have been a great sidewinding ride here. And like I said, these tarps, this canopy, and I see meet and greet with Snoopy. Oh man, that is so cool. But we're gonna see Snoopy on the Beagle Bonanza, so how can he be in two places at once? I don't get it. That's the Knots magic. That is the Peanuts magic here. But yes, guys, they've turned this into a meet and greet area. Part of Camp Snoopy. We got the tarps, we got the little camp overhang. It took a minute, everyone was harsh on this area, but I'm so happy to see. And we got a little stage, how about that? So, I anticipate shows to return here for Peanuts Fest. Snoopy. I do anticipate shows here next month for Peanuts Fest. This is looking very promising, but we have an appointment. We have tickets for that last train of the night here on the Beagle Bonanza. So let's take that together. All right, we just got to figure out who's driving, and we are ready to get on this adventure, everybody. Wave hi. And here we are, ready for not only the last ride of the night, but ready to see what's going on all around this gorgeous evening and skyline here.
Is it going too fast?
Last call for the train to the Beagle Grand Jamboree through Beagle Bonanza. Balloon race is another classic. One of these days, we got to take a ride on the balloon race. And here, I believe this is the end of the line for the train today. Not the end of the line like when the last Beagle Bonanza Express turned into the Beagle Bonanza Jamboree. The old Grand Sierra Railroad. I have a video on that. The last rides on the Grand Sierra Railroad, if you want to find that in the channel under the videos, under Adventures in the Berry Farm. But yeah, folks, here we are, crossing the bridge here, enjoying this beautiful Camp Snoopy night now, Knott's Berry Farm Day. And we saw some great footage on the ride, and we saw some great stuff with our eyes, guys. Unbelievable to see. They're working on it slowly but surely. I spoke with the gal that drove our train, and she was awful excited too to see when the work will start. No one knows for sure, and I do know they're most likely will have to close that ride along with other attractions that kind of tower over it as they put in the new loop, as they put in whatever technically is next. It's just absolutely fantastic to see. And yes, as you can see, this part of the launch, this part is still covered up and it still has that original tarp. The opening to the tarp has this new mouth and has this where they're kind of starting to well track and do a lot of stuff. So I will go ahead and edit in this right here to explain that more. All right, guys, and I'm glad you got to check that out with those inside photos that I took on the Grand Sierra Railroad, now known as the Camp Snoopy Beagle Bonanza Express. But as you can see, the back doors are open, and there's work behind the scenes, guys. Montezuma lives, Montezuma's alive. You know, sound the trumpets, because there's news to spread that things are looking up. And here we have the classic station here, kind of behind Linus Launchers, and part of where their new outdoor kind of dark ride, Jeep ride, is awesome. Check that ride out. What a cute little outdoor thing they put together there with the different theming. And yeah, Montezooma's Revenge, things are looking up. Like I said, the people I talked to are quite excited to see progress. And I hope they work on this side now when they do close the train, so they don't have to close Jaguar. That would make sense. One spike at a time, that way. And when you do the launch, that way you close the portions that you have to. And as you can see, this waterfall just cascading down. My goodness, what just a beautiful, breathtaking night here with these classic shots. And I certainly miss the old days when you climb up on this bridge and go all the way across over cave-ins and snacks and connect all the way over there where you see that floodlight. Well, actually, it was over here on top of that, in between the waterfalls. Man, do I miss the good old days. But I'm just happy that they left this alone when they were playing this new deck, and that we still have this gorgeous little walkthrough. And if you haven't dined over here, I will say Grizzly Creek Lodge is one of my favorite places to dine because of this patio area. Inside or outside, you have this great view of the Camp Snoopy waterfall and the hopefully future home of that Snoopy and Woodstock Camp Snoopy canoe. All right, guys, and here we have the station, and here is where it all will begin, and here is where it all began, as I should say, and here is where I think it's going to end for the night. Because as that violin music is hitting its, its epic conclusion to that jam, I just wanted to tell you all that, again, Montezuma will ride in 2025, and those of us who hung on and got another pass will be there again to experience this together. And I'm certainly looking forward to what the future holds, not just for this ride, but Knott's Berry Farm in general, especially now that we're going to have that 10th credit opening once Montezuma's Revenge relaunches and comes around that mountain, just like the song. And I was going to say it's Oh Susanna, but when Montezuma comes around the mountain, King Montezuma will reign as king. And again, I hope you've enjoyed this update, and I hope you had fun on this little adventure with us around some different little pieces of Knott's Berry Farm and enjoying some of the different scenery. And again, I think this is going to be the new exit, and we are now going to enter where the old exit was. That is my hypothesis. And as this update concludes, again, we will see you on the next one. And don't forget, like I said in the beginning, the next adventure is always just around the corner here from OC Coasters and Theme Parks. And as we get into the later months, I would say later February, later March and onward, you know, we're going to see more signs of work. But when I'm hearing about it, things are sounding promising. Employees are getting excited. The vibe is good tonight. And what can I say? Come on weekdays and stay away from holidays, because this is really one of the happiest places in the West. So until next time, you guys take care, and I will let you know when something's going on with Montezuma's Revenge sooner than later. So until then, good night. And instead of singing the Mickey Mouse Club theme song, the M-O-T-U-N-Z, oh, I'm not going to spell Montezuma, but you know. Now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. So good night from Mass Fairy Fun, and we'll see you again soon.